Chris George, finding a pet. Pets are fun. Where can you find a pet? You can find pets in many places. Let's go pick a pet. Small pets. Some pets are small. Hamsters are small and fun. Hamsters are also furry. They sometimes play with a ball. Pet hamsters are funny. A fish is a small pet. All fish live in water. Fish swim all day long. Look at this fish swim. Is a pig a pet? A guinea pig is a pet. Guinea pigs eat pellets. They like pumpkins too. They sometimes even chew shoes. Did you know lizards can be pets? All lizards have scales, and lizards lay eggs. Some eat crickets. All lizards need sun, but lizards are fun. Birds make good pets. Some birds sing songs. Those birds are noisy. This bird eats birdseed. This bird has blue feathers. Bigger pets. Rabbits are soft. Rabbits love to hop. This rabbit has big ears. This rabbit eats lettuce. Cats are great pets. Cats take long naps. Some cats love to cuddle. Most cats like to nuzzle. All cats love to play. Dogs are cute pets. Baby dogs are called puppies. Go ahead, rub this puppy's tummy. Puppies are truly the best. Picking a pet. Big pet or small pet. A pet that swims or one that flies. The pet with fur and one that purrs. So many pets between them all. Come on, let's pick a pet.
A Badger's Burrow by Bernadette Brexel. A badger is an animal that loves to dig. It digs a burrow and lives inside of it. It also digs to find food. Badgers eat bugs, worms, and other small animals. This badger has its home under a tree. The burrow has many rooms and tunnels. The tunnels connect the rooms. Badgers are related to skunks and otters. They have striped faces and round noses. They have small eyes and ears. Badgers have bodies that are made for digging. Their strong front legs and sharp claws help them dig. They use their noses to dig too. Badgers use their claws like shovels. This helps them dig their burrows. They also use their long claws to hunt and to hold their food. Badgers build their burrows with many entrances. There are lots of ways to get in and out of the burrow. This is a honey badger. Honey badgers get angry easily. Be careful if you see a honey badger. Badgers build burrows to have their babies. Badger mothers care for their babies for many months. Baby badgers have a lot to learn. Soon they come out of their burrow and look around. They learn how to hunt. They leave home when they are 5 months old. This badger has been digging. It has a dirty face. Maybe it has been digging to make a new burrow. Maybe it has been digging to find food.
Oceans of the World by Christopher Banks. The Pacific Ocean. Oceans cover most of Earth. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. Half of all fish caught in the world are from the Pacific. Its warm waters and winds affect weather in many parts of the world. The Atlantic Ocean. Earth's second largest ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean has a very long mountain range on the ocean floor. The tops of the mountains form islands. The Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is about half the size of the Pacific Ocean. Winds passing over the Indian Ocean carry great amounts of rain north to Asia. A lot of oil is found beneath this ocean's floor. The Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is in the northern part of Earth. It's very cold all the time. The Arctic Ocean is mostly covered with ice. Whales, seals, and polar bears live in and near this ocean. The Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean circles Antarctica. It's also called the Antarctic Ocean. Penguins and other animals live, swim, and find food in this ocean's cold waters. What oceans give us? Oceans give us food, such as fish. They also give us minerals, such as salt. Oil and gas under the ocean floor supply us with power. Some ocean plants and animals are even used to make medicines. Staying Alive by Ian Feeblecorn. Staying alive. Animals have different ways of escaping their enemies. Some run fast and some fly. Others have hard shells or sharp teeth. These ways of staying alive are called adaptations. An adaptation is a change to a type of animal that happens over a long time. Porcupine quills. A porcupine has quills on its sides, back, and tail. A quill is a long, hard, sharp hair. When an enemy attacks a porcupine, the quills stick in the enemy. Quills cause a lot of pain. The animal will never attack a porcupine again. Armadillo plates. An armadillo has hard plates covering its body. The plates help keep the armadillo safe. When they are attacked, some armadillos roll into a hard ball. Others run through thorny plants where enemies cannot follow. Arctic hare fur. The Arctic hare lives where it's snowy most of the year. In winter, when it snows, its fur is white. This helps the Arctic hare hide from its enemies. In summer, when there is no snow, its fur is brown. Lizard tails. Some lizards use their tails to keep safe. When an enemy catches their tail, it breaks off. The enemy holds on to the tail while the lizard runs away. Some lizards even grow new tails.
Corn Up Close by Katie Franks. Did you know that corn is a type of tall grass? Corn is an important food all around the world. This drawing shows the parts of a corn plant. A few of these are the tassel, leaves, ears, stem, and the roots. The top part of a corn plant is called the tassel. This is the male or boy part of the plant. The ear is the female or girl part of the corn plant. The husk covers the ear. The corn kernels grow inside the husk. The cob is the hard part of the ear. It holds the corn kernels. This drawing shows the insides of the kernel. Kernels are also the corn plant's seeds. This drawing shows how a kernel of corn grows into a corn plant. The leaves and roots both grow out of this seed. Corn was first grown in Mexico. It is now grown all over the world. There are many different kinds of corn. Corn comes in many colors besides white or yellow. Corn can be brown, red, or even blue. Corn has oils and sugars that can be used for many things. Corn is best known for the foods into which it can be made. All About Ants by William West. Ants are insects. They have 3 body parts and 6 legs. Most ants are very small. Ants have feelers on the tops of their heads. Feelers help ants find food, find their way, or even find other ants. Ants have 2 sets of jaws. They use one set of jaws to carry things. They use the other set of jaws to chew their food. Most ants eat plants and seeds. Some ants store leaves in their nests to eat later. Some ants eat other small animals. Army ants hunt in large groups to catch spiders, beetles, and even other kinds of ants. Ants are very strong. They can lift things that are 50 times heavier than they are. Ants have 6 legs. Each leg has a claw at the end of it. Ants use their legs and claws to climb and dig. Most ants live in nests that they build in the ground. They use their claws to dig tunnels and make rooms. Sometimes ants build an anthill around the opening to their nest. An anthill is a pile of dirt that keeps the nest safe. Ants help farmers. Ants mix and move dirt as they build their nests. This makes the dirt easier for farmers to move when they plant their crops.
Sunflowers Up Close by Katie Franks. Sunflowers are tall yellow flowers. Sunflowers can be more than 10 feet, 3 meters tall. This drawing shows the many parts of a sunflower. A few of these are the head, leaves, stem, and the roots. The head of the flower is made up of many smaller flowers. These smaller flowers are called ray flowers and disc flowers. This is a close-up of a disc flower. There are hundreds of disc flowers in each sunflower head. The disc flower is the part of the sunflower that makes seeds. Many birds like to eat sunflower seeds. These drawings show the life steps of a sunflower. Over time, the disc flowers grow and get heavy with seeds and later die. Bees are important to sunflowers. Bees help move pollen between flowers. Pollen is what helps flowers make seeds. There are bugs that are not good for sunflowers. The sunflower seed weevil lays its eggs in sunflowers. Native Americans were the first people to grow sunflowers. They grew them in North America's Great Plains. Today, sunflowers are grown in many places around the world, not just the Great Plains. The Great Plains are orange on this map. Owls Up Close by Katie Franks. Owls are birds. Owls are known for flying during the night. Here is the inside of an owl's body. Some of its parts are the skull, the heart, the lungs, the wings, and the claws. This drawing shows an owl's eyes inside its skull. An owl has strong eyesight that helps it see while it hunts or catches food at night. Owls have 2 claws. Owls use their claws to catch their food when they hunt. Each claw has very sharp talons. Owls have a very sharp beak. This helps owls kill their food when they hunt. Owls hunt many different kinds of small animals. This owl is catching a mouse. There are even owls that hunt fish. This owl caught a fish right out of the water. After an owl catches some food, it brings the food back to the nest to feed its family. The female or girl owl lays eggs. These eggs soon hatch or break open, and baby owls come out. Owls live all over the world. There are many different kinds of owls. Here are a few of them. Busy Bees by Christine Lally. Bees are insects. They have a 3-part body and 6 legs. Most bees have yellow and black stripes on their bodies. A bee has 4 wings on its thorax. A bee has a stinger on its abdomen. The stinger keeps the bee safe from danger. A bee has feelers on its head. It uses them to smell, taste, and feel things. Bees fly from flower to flower looking for nectar. Bees use nectar to make honey inside their bodies. Flowers have tiny seeds. These seeds stick to the bee as it eats the flower's nectar. The bee takes these seeds to the next flower. This helps make new flowers. Some bees live together in hives. Hives are nests where bees keep honey. The walls of a hive are made of wax. Bees make this wax inside their bodies. The queen bee is the biggest bee in the hive. Her job is to have babies. Bees dance to show other bees how far away food is. The dance can be fast or slow. It can last for a long time or a short time. Bees are always busy. Logs and Lumber by Aaron Thomas. What would we do without wood? Many things in our world are made of wood. Homes and furniture are often made of wood. So are many things we use every day, such as toys and musical instruments. Have you ever wondered where this wood comes from? Let's find out. What is logging? The wood for making goods comes from forests. When some trees are fully grown, they're cut down. Then branches are removed. Next, the trees are cut into logs. This process is called logging. Then, new trees are planted. To the sawmill. After the trees are cut into logs, they're ready to be transported. The logs might be loaded onto trucks. They might be loaded onto railroad cars or large ships. The logs are then taken to a sawmill. This is where they're made into lumber. Making lumber. At the sawmill, the logs are made into lumber. First, the bark is removed from the logs. Next, the logs are cut into lumber. Then, the lumber is allowed to dry. Sometimes the lumber is dried quickly in an oven. Selling lumber. Once the lumber is dry, it's transported to businesses and manufacturers. Lumber yards sell large and small pieces of wood. Manufacturers make many different things with wood.
The Wright Brothers by Paul Stolfo. Have you ever heard of the Wright brothers? They built a famous airplane. Wilbur Wright was born in 1867. Orville Wright was born in 1871. Orville and Wilbur were good in school. They liked to learn, and they liked to build things too. In 1878, their father gave them a flying toy. They played with it until it broke. Then they made their own flying toy. The Wright brothers liked riding bikes. Soon they learned how to fix bikes too. In 1896, they started making their own bikes and selling them. Orville and Wilbur read about flying machines. The machines kept crashing because there was no way to control them. Orville and Wilbur wanted to build a better machine. First, the Wright brothers made kites to learn about the wind. Then they made 2 gliders. In 1902, they made a glider that they could control. The Wright brothers finished their first airplane in 1903. It had an engine and propellers. They called this airplane the Flyer. On December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers tested their airplane. The longest flight was 852 feet. That may not sound like far to you, but nobody had ever flown that far before. By 1905, the Wright brothers had built a new plane. It could fly for half an hour. Orville and Wilbur became famous all over the world.
A Career Day with an Engineer by Penelope Santos. Engineers use math and science. They use these tools to solve problems. They build things that we need. They help make the world better. Engineers first design what they want to build. They make a model or a drawing. This engineer is drawing a house. He measures the angle of the door. Aerospace engineers design things that fly. They design and build planes. They make planes safer and faster. They also design and build spaceships. They create tools for astronauts to use too. Spaceships take them to outer space. Electrical engineers build machines that use energy. They use energy created by nature. The wind and the sun create natural energy. They also design electronics in cars. Engineers design different switches. The switches turn things on and off. Environmental engineers help improve our world. They think of ways to make it clean and safe. They think of ways to help clean up pollution. Sometimes oil is spilled into a body of water. Engineers come up with ways to clean it. This river is being cleaned with their help. Biomedical engineers use medicine and biology. They come up with new tools to make us healthy. They come up with ways to help sick people get better. They design and build tools like this special machine. The machine helps the doctor understand why a person is sick.
Let's play basketball. Learning addition facts to 10 by Marcus Figurito. Let's play basketball. We need 2 teams. Each team needs 5 players. That means we need a total of 10 players. Each team has a basket. There are 2 baskets on a basketball court. Players score points by throwing the ball through the other team's basket. Both teams start with 0 points. Joe throws the ball through the basket. He scores 2 points for the red team. Carrie shoots the ball for the purple team. If she stands behind this line and makes a basket, her team will score 3 points. She scores! Now the purple team has 3 points and the red team has 2 points. It is a close game. Karen shoots the ball for the red team. She scores 2 points. Now the red team has 4 points. Pat scores a basket for the purple team. Now the purple team has 5 points. Jim is on the red team. He makes a basket from far away for 3 points. Now the red team has 7 points. Ron and Sue both make baskets for the purple team. That adds up to 4 points. Now the purple team has 9 points. John makes a basket for the red team from far away. That is 3 more points. The red team wins the game by a score of 10-9.
The Race Car, Velocity, by Carter Hayne. Let's go to the racetrack. There is more than one type of racetrack. Some tracks go in a straight line. Some go in a circle. Cars that race in a straight line go in only one direction. These cars start a race at a speed of 0. They finish the race very fast. Race cars gain speed quickly. They can go from 0 to over 300 miles per hour in only a quarter of a mile. The speed of a race car and its direction give you its velocity. Velocity is speed plus direction. This race car is going in only one direction. It can only change its velocity by changing its speed. If it speeds up or slows down, it has changed its velocity. Some racetracks are in the shape of an oval. On this kind of track, a race car must change direction. The car can slow down or speed up. The car can also turn in another direction. There are different ways to change velocity. When this car crashed, it lost a lot of speed. It also changed direction. It lost velocity. A tow truck comes to carry away the car. The velocity of the car will change again. Great drivers can control their speed and direction. They will win the race. The drivers who can't control speed and direction will fall behind. Speed gets us places fast. Direction makes sure we get to where we want to go. Velocity wins the race.
Fairy Tale Food by Jaden Kolsek. Natasha's favorite time of the year is Christmas. Her family has many special Russian traditions. First, Natasha and her siblings set the dinner table. They add bowls of fruits and nuts. While dinner is cooking, Natasha eats an apricot. Natasha and her brother and sister paint nesting dolls. Natasha paints her doll red and blue. Her brother paints his doll green and red. Her sister paints her doll yellow and pink. After she sets the table, Natasha goes to the kitchen. It smells wonderful. She helps her grandmother make rice pudding. It has dried fruits and honey. Natasha adds the nuts. The rice pudding stands for family unity. Natasha and her siblings take a spoonful of the rice pudding. It tastes great. After, it is time for soup. Natasha loves sauerkraut soup. She eats it with beans and potatoes. These foods represent good fortune. The house smells wonderful. It means the bread is ready. Natasha dips the bread in honey for a special treat. Natasha helped her grandmother make the next dish. It is dumplings filled with cabbage. Everyone compliments Natasha on her skill. For dessert, they eat a fruit dish. Natasha eats it with a gingerbread cookie. At the end of the night, the family gathers in front of the fireplace. Grandmother tells a fairy tale. All the foods they ate are in the tale. Natasha loves the holiday season. It is a time for family to come together and enjoy delicious foods. She also gets presents.
Fairy Tales by Cassia Dudswick. Fairy Kingdom. Take a walk through the Fairy Kingdom. On the way, spot 10 differences. Happy birthday! Which fairy is holding a purple wand? Icing on the cake. Which cake has red cherries on top? Unicorn party. Spot the rainbow unicorn, towering heights. Spot the castle with a princess in the tower, Hansel and Gretel. Find 3 pink lollipops, gingerbread house. Which gingerbread house has a witch in the window? Magic beanstalk. Help Jack climb the beanstalk. At the top, spot 10 differences. Candy store. Spot the candy that looks like an orange. Fairy godmother. How many mice can you see? Whose slipper? Which 2 magic glass slippers are identical? Pumpkin carriage. Spot the fairy godmother with purple shoes. Undersea world. Find 3 playful red crabs. Magical mermaids. Which mermaid is wearing a pearl necklace? Seashore seashells. Find the seahorse that is different from the rest. Aladdin's world. Find the magic lamp. Genie's lamp. Which of these lamps has a genie in it? Magic carpet. Find the hat with an orange feather. A fairy birthday. You are invited to a fairy birthday party. Can you spot 10 differences? Jack's beanstalk. How many golden eggs has the hen laid? Money bags. Which money bag contains the most gold coins? Red Riding Hood. Find 3 rabbits. Granny's basket. Which basket has a shiny red apple?
Dabby's Pond by Shelby Elizabeth. Dabby is a duck. This pond is Dabby's home. Dabby loves his pond. Dabby's friend Donna lives in the city. Donna is coming for a visit. She is coming to the pond. Dabby is happy to see Donna. Donna is happy to see Dabby. Where are the buildings? Asks Donna. There are no buildings here, says Dabby. Where are all the lights? Asks Donna. We don't have lights, says Dabby. We have the sun. Where are the cars and taxicabs? Asks Donna. There are no cars or taxicabs here, says Dabby. No buildings, no lights, no cars? Asks Donna. What do you have here? Come on, says Dabby. I'll show you. This is my pond, says Dabby. What a nice pond, says Donna. Frogs live here, says Dabby. The frogs are my friends. Nice to meet you, frogs, says Donna. I play with the grasshoppers, says Dabby. Nice to meet you, grasshoppers, says Donna. I swim in the pond, says Dabby. I like to swim, says Donna. I nap in the grass, says Dabby. The grass is nice, says Donna. Thank you for showing me your pond, says Donna. It was a nice visit. Come visit me in the city, says Donna. I will, says Dabby.
I Love My Books by Nathalie Butler. Are you ready? It's time to go. It's time to go to the beach. Mom is ready. Grandma is ready. I am ready. Oh no, it's raining. We can't go. We can't go to the beach. What will we do? Grandma knows what to do. Mom knows what to do. I don't know what to do. Do you? I want fun. I want adventure. I want to go to new places. I want to learn new things. What can I do? Grandma gives me big books. Mom gives me small books. I have so many books. It's time to read. I read books to Grandma. She reads books to me. We read books about boats. We read books about butterflies. We read books about birds, too. I read books to Mom. She reads books to me. We read books about bees. We read books about bats. We read books about dinosaur bones, too. I read books to my dog, Bob. He can't read to me. Bob likes the book about cats. Oops, let go, Bob. Don't eat the book, Bob. The rain stopped. Are you ready? Are you ready to go to the beach? It's time to go. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to the beach. The beach is fun. My books are fun too. Books at the beach are the best fun.
The School Bus Mystery by Raz H. It was the first day of school. Dina and Paul got on the bus. "Hello, Mr. Jones," they said. Mr. Jones said, "It is good to see you." "Hi, Paul." "Hi, Dina," said Joe. "Hello, Joe," they said. "What is that?" said Dina. "Did you hear that?" Joe said, "What did you hear?" "Listen," said Dina. Joe and Paul did not hear anything. Joe saw something fly past him. "Did you see that?" he said. Paul said, "What did you see?" "Look," said Joe. Paul and Dina did not see anything. Paul looked on his seat. "Look," he said, "I found a feather." "Hello, children," said Mrs. Wood. "We have a mystery, Mrs. Wood," said the children. "A mystery?" she said. "There is something on this bus," said the children. "I heard something," said Dina. "I saw something fly by me," said Joe. "I found a feather," said Paul. "What do you think it is?" said Mrs. Wood. "It is a bird," they said. They looked on the bus. They did not see the bird. Then they heard something. They looked up. They saw the bird. The bird flew out a window. "The bird wanted to come to school," said Mrs. Wood.
Edwin Visits Earth by Janie Levy. Queen Dilly had a job for Edwin. "I am going to have a big dinner," she said. "I want you to go to Earth, Edwin. I want you to find new foods for the dinner." "Yes, Queen Dilly," said Edwin. Edwin went to Earth. He met a girl named Amy. "I must find new foods for Queen Dilly's big dinner," said Edwin. "I will help you," said Amy. Amy took Edwin to her house. Mom made lunch for Amy and Edwin. "This is soup," said Amy. "I like to eat soup for lunch." "Yum," said Edwin. "This is hot, and it tastes good." "Queen Dilly will like this." "This is ice cream," said Amy. "Yum," said Edwin. "This is cold, and it tastes good." "I know Queen Dilly will like this." "These are nuts," said Amy. "Yum," said Edwin. "These are salty, and they taste good." "Queen Dilly will like nuts." "This is an apple," said Amy. "Yum," said Edwin. "This is sweet, and it tastes good." "Queen Dilly will like this, too." Edwin was ready to leave. "Queen Dilly will like these new foods for the dinner," said Edwin. "Thank you, Amy." "You are welcome," said Amy. "Come back soon." Edwin showed Queen Dilly the new foods for the dinner. "Thank you, Edwin," said Queen Dilly. "It will be a wonderful dinner."
Moon School by Ian Astro. It was time to go to Moon School. "What do you think it will be like?" asked Anna. "Who will our teacher be?" asked Les. "We will soon find out," said Anna. The bus came to pick up the children. "I want to sit by the window," said Jed. "I want to see everything on our trip to the moon," said Ben. "Look at the school," said Ben. "I think we will have fun here." "Look at all the spaceships flying around," said Jed. The children turned on their rockets. They got off the bus. They zoomed around with their rockets. "The rockets are fun," said Jed. The children went into the school. They went into their classroom. "I am Mr. Moonray," said the teacher. "It is time for math. Count as many numbers as you can. Ready, set, go." The children and the teacher went to lunch. "Get in line to get your lunch," said Mr. Moonray. The children ate lunch and cleaned up. "Let's play outside before you go home," said Mr. Moonray. The children went outside. They saw some robots. "Do you want to play ball?" asked the children. The children and the robots played together. The children got on the bus. "What a great day," said Anna. "What a great school," said Ben. I can't wait to come back tomorrow, said Les. The Happy Quilt by Nicole Avion. We are going to make a happy quilt, said Miss Wilson. We will make a quilt like the one in this book. Make pictures of what makes you happy, said Miss Wilson. We will put all the squares together. We will make a happy quilt. Sarah made a big yellow sun on her square. The sun makes me happy, said Sarah. Ben made a red bird and a blue bird. Birds in the sky make me happy, said Ben. Allie made lots of happy children. Friends make me happy, said Allie. James made a rainbow. Rainbows make me happy, said James. Ken made a picture of a book. Reading makes me happy, said Ken. Sam made a soccer ball. Playing soccer makes me happy, said Sam. Ted made a dog on his square. My dog makes me happy, said Ted. Beth made a girl singing. Singing makes me happy, said Beth. Anna made a family on her square. My family makes me happy, said Anna. Will made paintbrushes and paints. Painting makes me happy, said Will. Lee made a dancer. Dancing makes me happy, said Lee. Pat made a person jumping. Jumping up and down makes me happy, said Pat. This is what our happy quilt looks like, said Miss Wilson. Making the happy quilt made us happy, said the children. The Can Drive by writer Shava. Mr. Legea and his students organize a can drive. The can drive will help feed the hungry. Kayla and Henry are volunteers. Henry draws a sign for the can drive. They set up in the school gym. They want to make sure lots of people come. Kayla prepares the bags and boxes. Kayla's mother is the first to donate. She brings lots of different soups. There is a big line of people. Henry and Kayla want to make the can drive a huge success. They collect many cans of food. Mr. Legea is proud of his students. They are working hard. The can drive comes to an end. Kayla and Henry count the cans. They collect 300 cans. Kayla and Henry stack the cans into boxes. The class takes a trip to the food bank. The food bank is a place where people can get food to eat. Kayla and Henry are happy to hand out the cans of food. They see many kids of their own age. They see many families. Kayla and Henry learn about kindness and helping. All kids can help those who need it. Everyone deserves a good meal. Mr. Legea and his students are making that possible. The Choice by Susan McCune. Ross gets a gift card from Grandma. He gets it for his birthday. It is for a toy store. The next day, his mom takes him to the store. Ross is going to pick out a toy. What will he choose? There are so many choices. He looks at footballs and soccer balls. There are basketballs and baseballs too. Ross sees a big coloring book. He sees a painting set and coloring supplies too. He sees a big marble maze that looks fun. He also sees many different construction sets. One set looks like a big airplane. His mother shows him a science kit. It can show him how to grow crystals. Ross finds puzzles and games. He looks at board games. He thinks they will be fun too. Ross's mother tells him he needs to make a choice. She points to her watch. It will be dinner time soon. He decides to buy a board game. The whole family can play together. Ross is excited to play. Ross brings the game to the cash register. He pays for it with his gift card. Ross and his family have dinner. Then the family plays the game together. It is a good choice. The Great Debate by Jill Anderson. Harold and Eliza have been best friends since kindergarten. They liked all the same things. Lately, they cannot agree on anything. Harold and Eliza have a debate on what to do for the day. They are going to express their opinions and try to agree. Harold wants to eat pizza. He thinks it is the best food on the planet. Eliza does not like cheese. She would rather eat ice cream. Harold wants to play with his cat. Cats are fast and playful. Eliza wants to play with her dog. Dogs know how to catch. Eliza wants to watch football. They both love sports. Harold is more of a basketball fan. The time is passing, and they still cannot agree. Eliza suggests doing their homework. Harold does not like this idea. They are back where they started. Eliza's mom has a suggestion. Harold and Eliza can compromise. To compromise is to find a balance when people have different opinions. To start, they can eat something they both like. They both like hamburgers. Hold the cheese for Eliza. Then they can play with both of their pets. Even cats and dogs can be friends. Harold and Eliza can set the example. Finally, instead of watching sports on TV, they can play themselves. Harold and Eliza are great at soccer. They can debate about their likes and dislikes. They can compromise too. Harold and Eliza are better friends than ever.
The Big Bay Cleanup by Richard Tan. Amy lived near a small bay. They swam there in the summer. The bay was usually calm. The shore curled around the water of the bay like a hug. Today was not a calm day at the bay, though. They were doing a big cleanup. An oil tanker had spilled oil into the ocean. The tide pushed some of the oil into the bay. People had come to help clean up the mess. There were 5 tents set up. People went to the tents to find out how to help. They were given supplies. Amy and her mom were given dish soap and rags. They would clean rocks. Some people cleaned birds, too. Other people were given rakes. They cleared away sand covered in oil. Each tent gave supplies to 20 people. That meant there were 100 people cleaning up the bay. Some people were on boats. They had long booms. They put the booms at the opening of the bay. They would keep more oil from coming in. Amy and her mom worked hard. They cleaned oil off the rocks for 5 hours. Amy looked at the beach. There was still more to do. They had made a big difference today, though. One More Floor by Therese Shea. Tim and Annie wanted to visit Grace. It was Grace's birthday. Grace lived on the top floor of her building. "Wow," said Tim. "This is a tall building." Tim and Annie got on the elevator. "Grace lives on the top floor," said Tim. Annie pressed the button for the top floor. "We have to go a long way up," said Annie. They went up 2 floors. The door opened. A man with 3 eyes got on. "Hello," he said. "Hello," said Tim and Annie. They went up 3 more floors. The door opened. A woman with 4 arms got on. "How are you?" she asked. "Fine," said Tim and Annie. They went up 4 more floors. The door opened. A dog with 2 heads got on. "Do you want a balloon?" asked the dog. "Sure," said Tim and Annie. "Thank you." They went up 5 more floors. The door opened. A girl with a triangle head got on. "I am going to see Grace," she said. "We are too," said Tim and Annie. They went up 6 more floors. The door opened. A boy with a square head got on. "We are almost there," said Tim. "One more floor," said Annie. Everyone got off at the top floor. Grace opened her door. "Happy birthday, Grace," everyone said. "Thank you for coming to my party," said Grace.
The Popcorn Surprise by Eliza Robbins. Rob, Matt, and Karen were playing outside. Mom came outside. "Let's go for a walk," said Mom. "Yes, let's go," said Rob. "Come on, Matt and Karen." Mom and the children walked down the street. "What sounds do you hear?" asked Mom. "I hear a horn," said Rob. "I hear a fire truck going down the street," said Matt. Mom and the children stopped at the park. "I hear kids playing," said Karen. "I hear a bird singing," said Rob. "I hear a dog barking," said Matt. Mom and the children walked home. "What sounds can you hear inside?" asked Mom. "Listen, and you may get a surprise." Mom went to the kitchen. The children listened for sounds. "I hear a song playing on the radio," said Matt. "I hear the clock ticking," said Rob. "I hear the phone ringing," said Karen. "Is that the surprise?" "Mom, what is the surprise?" asked Matt. "The surprise is almost ready," said Mom. "I hear popping sounds coming from the kitchen," said Rob. "I hear popping too," said Karen. "I smell something good," said Matt. "Here comes Mom," said Rob. "What did you hear?" asked Mom. "We heard popping sounds," said Karen. "What made the sound?" asked Mom. "It's popcorn," said Matt. "Now you can eat the surprise," said Mom. "Thanks, Mom," said the children.
The Street Fair by Lincoln James. Tara went to the street fair with Jim and Sandy. They had been waiting to go all week. "This will be fun," Tara said. "Look at all the clowns," said Sandy. "They are so funny." "Let's get some balloons," said Tara. Tara got 3 balloons. She got a red one, a green one, and a blue one. "I hear music," said Jim. "Me too," said Tara. "Where is it coming from?" "Look at that man," said Sandy. "I smell something good," said Tara. "It's popcorn," said Jim. "I love popcorn. Let's get some." Jim got popcorn for everyone. It tasted great. "Do you know what I like with popcorn?" asked Sandy. "What?" asked Jim and Tara. "Milkshake," said Sandy. Sandy got 3 milkshakes. "I felt a drop of water," said Jim. "Is it going to rain?" asked Sandy. "No," said Tara. "Look over there." It came from that game. The children laughed at the clown in the water. Tara and her friends sat down for a rest. "I'm getting tired," said Sandy. "So am I," said Jim. "I think it's time to go home," said Tara. Tara and her friends left the street fair. They walked home. "That was fun," said Tara. "I wish there was a street fair every day," said Jim. "Me too," said Sandy.
My Special Place by Jaden Kolsak. My name is Luke, and this is my special place. It is my treehouse, and I helped my dad build it. My treehouse is pretty cool. Do you want to know why? It has a trap door. It also has a pulley. I use it to bring heavy things up. I can use it to lower things down, too. There is a ladder for people to come up. People are too heavy to go up with the pulley. Today, my dad and I are building a bench for the treehouse. We use a drill. We screw the wood together. The bench has 4 legs. There are 2 long boards for the seat. There are also small flat pieces to connect the 2 boards. My treehouse is a good place to read. It is a good place to do homework, too. I come here when I want quiet. Sometimes I come here with friends. We talk, play games, and make jokes. My friends and I play cards in the treehouse. I win 3 cards. Everyone else wins 3 cards. It is fun. After dark, my dad and I look through his telescope from the treehouse. There are so many stars in the sky. My treehouse is a nice place to be, alone or with friends. I am proud I helped build such a special place.
Undersea Adventure by Ryder Shava. Leo is excited. He is going scuba diving today with his family. They will get to see what it is like to live underwater. Leo grabs his bag and heads to the car. At the swimming pool, they put on wetsuits. They put on the tanks. The tanks hold air. That is how they will breathe underwater. They practice. Next, they walk to the beach and put on their masks. They will be staying in shallow water today. It is time. They walk out a little way and then go under the water. Leo looks around. He sees a crab walking on the bottom. He sees some small gray fish swimming by. He likes the way they suddenly change direction. Can you count the fish with Leo? He sees lots of shells, rocks, and seaweed under the water. He waves to his sister as they swim. He pretends he is a fish that lives under the sea. He looks for places he could hide if a shark came along. Leo spots 2 jellyfish floating in the water. He swims away from them. He knows they sting. The scuba diving teacher waves at them. It is time to head back. Leo does not want the dive to end. They get in the car to go home. They talk about their undersea adventure. Leo hopes they will dive again soon. Miguel's Family Picnic by Christine Bagnoli. It was the day of the family picnic. "It will be fun," said Miguel. "I like picnics." "Everyone is coming to the picnic," said Mom. "We will see Grandma and Grandpa," said Miguel. They went to the park for the family picnic. "I can't wait to see everyone," said Miguel. "Grandma and Grandpa are here," said Miguel. "You're very tall," said Grandma. "Hi, Uncle Carlos and Aunt Maria," said Miguel. "Hello, Miguel," said Uncle Carlos. "Hello," said Aunt Maria. Miguel played ball with Dad. "Nice catch, Miguel," said Dad. "I will help you feed the baby, Aunt Maria," said Miguel. "I will give the baby the bottle." "Thank you, Miguel," said Aunt Maria. Miguel played soccer with Lucy. "I like to play soccer," said Lucy. "Can I play too?" said Ramon. "I like to play soccer," said Uncle Tony. "I will play with you." "I will take a picture," said Dad. "It is hot," said Uncle Tony. "Let's have a drink," said Miguel. Uncle Carlos cooked dinner. He cooked hot dogs. "It's time for dinner," said Uncle Carlos. "I love hot dogs," said Miguel. "It is time to clean up," said Aunt Rita. "We will help you clean up," said Miguel and Ramon. "Thank you, boys," said Aunt Rita. "I will take a picture of the family," said Dad. "We are going, Miguel," said Grandpa. "It was a good family picnic." "Goodbye," said Miguel. "It is time to go home," said Dad. "I had fun at the family picnic," said Miguel.
Baby Duck and the Wolf by Katie Smythe. There once was a family of 7 ducks. There were 6 baby ducks and 1 mother duck. The ducks lived on a small pond in the middle of a big forest. They mostly stayed near the pond. Sometimes they went for walks in the woods. Baby Duck loved these walks. He loved to look at the different plants that grew in the woods. There were different bugs and animals, too. On one walk, Baby Duck stopped to look at a beautiful butterfly. When he looked up, his family was gone. "Oh no," thought Baby Duck. "What do I do now?" Baby Duck looked and looked for his family. He asked a robin if she had seen his family. The robin had not. Baby Duck kept looking. Soon he met a bear. Baby Duck asked him if he had seen his family. He had not. Next, Baby Duck met a chipmunk. Maybe she had seen his family. She had not. Soon Baby Duck saw a wolf. Should he ask the wolf for help? Wolves were hunters. Wolves had big teeth. Baby Duck was scared. The wolf saw the duck and asked him if he needed help. Baby Duck said quietly that he was looking for his family. The wolf offered to help him find his family. The wolf's nose could find their trail. Baby Duck was scared, but he decided to trust the wolf. The wolf led Baby Duck back to the pond. Baby Duck thanked the wolf. Baby Duck would now always remember not to judge people by how they look.
Cindy's Backyard Circus by Ron Ford. Cindy made a circus in the backyard. "Come see clowns," she said. "See make-believe horses and wild animals." In came the clowns. One clown rode on one wheel. One clown jumped. One clown threw balls into the air. In came the horses with mice on their backs. "See the horses march," said Cindy. "See the mice do tricks." In came the gorilla. "See how big the gorilla is," said Cindy. In came the bear. "The bear is a big, scary animal," said Cindy, "but he will dance for us." In came the elephant. "The elephant is the biggest animal of all," said Cindy. "See how tall he is." In came the lion. "See the great big lion," said Cindy. He has a big roar." In came the tiger. "Here is the terrible tiger," said Cindy. "He is a great hunter." The tiger saw the mice. He ran after them. The lion ran too. "Stop!" said Cindy. The mice ran into a hole. The tiger stopped by the hole. The lion ran to join him. They both wanted to catch the mice. The tiger looked at the lion. The lion roared at the tiger. They started to fight. The lion roared again. The tiger chased the lion. Around and around they ran. "Stop!" said Cindy. The tiger kept chasing the lion. The horses chased them both. The elephant chased them. The bear chased them too. The clowns chased all of them. Everyone ran around and around. Then they heard Cindy shout, "Stop!" and everyone stopped. "Oh no," said Cindy. "What a mess!" But this was the best backyard circus ever.
I Smell Pancakes by Tricia Matthews. "Wake up, Mary," said Dad. "Let's make breakfast for Mom." "Yes," said Mary. "Mom will be surprised." They went to the kitchen. "I'll get the bowl," said Mary. "Good," said Dad. "I've got the pan." Mary took out eggs and milk. "I'll get the other things," said Dad. "Now we can make pancakes," said Mary. Dad put everything into a bowl. Mary mixed with a spoon. "Mix it well," said Dad. "Now we can cook the pancakes," said Dad. He put some mix onto the pan. "It smells good," said Mary. "It's time to flip the pancake," said Mary. Dad flipped the pancake. Soon the pancake was ready. Dad put it on a plate. "I'll make more pancakes," said Dad. "I'll set the table," said Mary. She put plates and forks on the table. She put fruit on the table, too. Mary put juice on the table. "What else do we need?" asked Dad. "I know," said Mary. Mary put flowers on the table. "Mom loves flowers," she said. "That's good," said Dad. "The pancakes are ready," said Dad. "The table is set," said Mary. "Now we need a card." Mary got crayons and paper. She made a card for Mom. She put the card on the table. "Here comes Mom," said Mary. "Come on, let's get ready," said Dad. "Happy Mother's Day," shouted Mary and Dad. "We made you breakfast." "I smell pancakes. Yum," said Mom. "Do you like your breakfast, Mom?" asked Mary. "These pancakes are great," said Mom. "What a good Mother's Day." Catch of the Day by Jamie Holloway. Ed was excited. It was the day of the fishing derby. The derby was happening at the lake. They would see who could catch the biggest fish. Ed's uncle was bringing him. Ed knew the lake was filled with fish. He knew it was home to turtles, snakes, and other animals, too. Ed thought about other lakes. He had learned about Lake Baikal in school. Seals live in that lake. Ed did not think he would catch a seal in his own lake. Ed had learned about the Dead Sea, too. It was one of the saltiest lakes on Earth. It was the lowest spot on land, too. Ed thought about a fishing derby in the Dead Sea. It did not sound like a lot of fun. No fish could live in the salty lake. Luckily, Ed's lake was freshwater. There were plenty of trout, bass, perch, and pike in its waters. Ed cast his line. Soon he felt a tug on his line. He had a fish. He worked carefully to bring it in. It was a largemouth bass. The judges measured it, and he let it go. Ed caught 2 more fish. One was too small, so he let it go without measuring it. His uncle caught 1 small fish, too. Ed felt another tug on his line. This felt like a big one. He was tired by the time he brought the fish in. It was a big smallmouth bass. His fish was 2 feet, (0.6 meters) long, and 10 pounds, (4.5 kilograms). It was the catch of the day. Talking with Grandpa by Nancy Heiser. Ben asked his mom why they did not see Grandpa that much anymore. Ben missed him. She reminded Ben it was because Grandpa had moved to another state. Ben asked if they could visit him. Mom said it was too costly to visit often. Ben asked if there was another way to see him. Mom said they could use the computer. They could use the tablet too. She told Ben there were applications or apps they could use. She said they could put the apps on the computer or tablet. They searched for an app that would let them see each other when they talked. Ben and his mom looked for the best one. They read reviews to see what was good or bad about the apps. Ben called his grandpa. He told him about the app. He explained how Grandpa could get the app too. They tried it out. There was Grandpa. It worked. Grandpa said he could see Ben too. They called each other 4 times a month. Grandpa told the best stories. Ben told him he had scored a run in baseball. He showed Grandpa he had lost a tooth too. Ben did some math. What if he and Grandpa talked 2 times a week for the whole month? They would talk 8 times. What if they talked 3 times a week? They would talk 12 times. Ben called Grandpa using the app. He had big news. They were flying to visit Grandpa next month. Until then, they would keep talking with the app. Amit's very own website by writer Shava. Amit wants to start a dog walking business. His mom helps. They make posters to hang up. He wants to do more though. Amit wants to have a website. The site will explain his business. It will have an email address for people to contact him too. His mom helps him find a free host. A host is a service that lets people create their own web pages. The host site has different styles that Amit can choose from. He chooses a clean and simple design. He adds 2 pictures. He is able to use the photos on his computer. His mom says he can make a special email account. She helps him make one. She says she will help him keep track of it. He is ready to make the site live. This means other people can find his service online. He hopes it will bring him new customers. Amit checks his email each day. His mom helps. After a week, he finally gets an email. Amit's family friend wants him to walk his dog. He types their address in on a map app on his mom's tablet. They look it up together. He can ride his bike there. His mom helps him email their family friend. Amit will walk Chester on Monday afternoons each week. The family friend will pay him $5. Amit is proud that he made his own website. Walking Chester is just a start. He knows he will get more customers soon.
Badger Finds a Home by Carter Hayne. Badger woke up as it grew dark. He said hello to his sister and brother. He said hello to his mom, too. This was a big day. He had been living with his family for a few months. Now it was time for Badger to find a home of his own. Mother Badger told him to look for grassy places. Grassy places were best for a burrow, she said. Badger knew that he could look for burrows left by other animals. He could make an old burrow bigger. Badger ate one last meal with his family. It was his favorite. He could eat moles and sunflower seeds every day. Soon, Badger said goodbye to his family. He set off to find a home. He went into the woods near his parents' home. He looked around. This place was not very grassy. He needed to keep looking. He found a grassy place on the other side of the woods. He saw a burrow. Maybe he could use it to make his home. As he went closer, another badger poked his head out. Badger couldn't live here. He needed to keep looking. At last, Badger found a grassy place in another part of the woods. There wasn't an old burrow here. Badger knew what to do, though. He started to dig. Soon, Badger had dug a burrow big enough to sleep in. He could make it bigger tomorrow. For now, it was time to go to bed in his new home.
Mike's Math Game by Jamie Holloway. Mike liked math. He did not think it was all that fun, though. He plodded through his homework. He needed to spend 20 minutes. He spent 10 minutes on facts. He spent 10 minutes on a worksheet. His dad asked him if he was okay. He looked kind of sad. Mike told him he wished math could be more fun. His dad told him that it could. He went and grabbed his laptop computer. He searched for fun math games on the internet. He pulled up a site and signed Mike up. He showed Mike how to log in. Mike and his dad looked at all the different math games he could play. They picked one that would help him remember his math facts. Mike played it. It was fun. He played the game for 15 minutes. Then he picked another one that was related to shapes. He played that game for 15 minutes too. He had just done math for 30 minutes, and it had been fun. Mike did his regular math homework every afternoon. He also used the computer to play math games. He was getting better at math. He liked it more too. His dad showed Mike that he could play games for most any topic. There were cool science games and games for spelling. There were geography games too. Mike was having fun learning while using his computer. He looked forward to new math topics in school so he could try out new math games. Old Mother Hubbard by Sarah Catherine Marine. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give the poor dog a bone. When she came there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread. When she came back, the dog played dead. She went to the undertaker's to buy him a coffin, and when she came back, the little dog was laughing. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe. When she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the store to buy him some fruit. When she came back, he was playing the flute. She went to the mall to buy him a coat. When she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat. When she came back, he was feeding the cat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig. When she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to town to buy him some shoes. When she came back, he was reading the news. At the Hardware Store by Naomi Paz. Shopping with Dad. Today I'm going to the hardware store with my dad. A hardware store sells tools. I like to look at all the different tools, hammers and nails. I see rows of shelves with hammers on them. One shelf has 10 hammers. This makes one set of 10. The next shelf has 10 hammers too. This means there are 2 sets of 10 hammers each. That makes 20 hammers. I see saws next to the hammers. There are 4 saws next to one set of hammers. That equals 14 tools. There's a box of 10 short nails at the hardware store. There are 6 long nails next to the box. That makes 16 nails. My dad buys 5 boxes of the short nails. That's 5 sets of 10. Now we have 50 nails. Let's paint. My dad buys paint at the hardware store too. We need big cans of paint and new paintbrushes. My dad buys 1 set of paintbrushes. There are 10 brushes in 1 set. We'll use them to paint our house. My dad gets 2 cans of paint. He puts them in our cart with the 10 paintbrushes. How many things did we buy to paint our house? Building together. I like visiting the hardware store with my dad. It's fun to build things together.
Why People Work by Greg Rosa. On the job. Many people have jobs and go to work every day. Why do people work? Let's find out. Needs and wants. People earn money when they work. They use money they have earned to buy things they need. They use money to buy things they want, too. What do people need? People work to earn money to buy the things they need. People need food, clothes, and a place to live. All of these things cost money. What do people want? People earn money to buy things they want. Some people want toys or video games. Some people want a bicycle or skates. Other people want books and CDs. What things do you want? Time to save. It is important to save money when you have a job. Some people save money to buy something special. Some people save money in case they need it later. Most people save their money in a bank. Off to work. Work can also be fun. People can learn new things at jobs. People can make friends. There are many kinds of work. What kind of work would you like to do? Fernando Exercises by Jill Kay. Morning.
Helping at the Book Sale by John Chen. The book sale. My school is having a book sale. We have a lot of different books. People come when they want something new to read. Selling books. We have 15 books about animals. We sell 9 of them. We have 6 books about animals left. We have 10 books about food. We sell 5 of them. We have 5 books about food left. We have 13 books about cars. We sell 12 of them. We have 1 book about cars left. We have 17 books about sports. We sell 3 of them. We have 14 books about sports left. More than books. We sell more than books at the book sale. We sell things to help you read. We sell pencils too. We start with 7 bookmarks. At the end of the day, we have 5 bookmarks left. How many do we sell? We have pencils for sale. We sell 4 of them. We have 2 pencils left. How many pencils do we start with? Going home. There are 20 people at the book sale. 12 people go home. How many people are left at the book sale? I have a lot of fun helping at the book sale. Does your school have one?
Porcupines. Joanne Early Mackin. Fast learners. A baby porcupine is born in spring. Its eyes are open. It has hair and teeth. The baby is called a porcupette. The baby drinks milk from its mother. In a few days it can climb up a tree. Its sharp claws help it climb. In a few weeks, the young porcupine eats grass and other plants. By fall, it is ready to be on its own. Eating and sleeping. Porcupines eat tree bark, twigs, and leaves. Their sharp front teeth are bright orange. Porcupines are nocturnal. They are active mainly at night. During the day, they sleep. They often sleep in trees. Special hair. A porcupine has different kinds of hairs. The front of its body is covered in long guard hairs. Thick, soft hairs called underfur keep the porcupine warm. Stiff, sharp hairs called quills protect the porcupine. When an enemy is near, the porcupine raises its quills. It turns its back and swings its tail. The porcupine's tail slaps the enemy. The quills come out. They stick in the animal's skin and hurt. This dog got too close to a porcupine. Porcupines are active in winter, even where snow falls. They may stay up in trees for days. Fast facts. Length, about 4 feet, 1 meter nose to tail. Weight, about 40 pounds, 18 kilograms. Diet, plants, leaves, and twigs. Average lifespan, up to 7 years.
Let's Get Moving by Donna Jackson. Exercise is fun. Exercise helps us get moving. There are many fun ways to exercise. Exercise keeps us healthy. I exercise in my dance class. I learn ballet every Saturday at 10 o'clock. I want to be a dancer when I grow up. My mom and I exercise together. She walks with my brother and me to school at 7:30. We love to walk when it's sunny outside. I exercise with my friends in gym class. We have gym class at 11 o'clock. Sometimes we have races, playing sports. My sister does gymnastics to exercise. She practices every day at 3:30. She likes to practice with her friends. My friend Jake exercises when he plays hockey. I go to his hockey game at 5 o'clock. Jake is a good hockey player. I play on a soccer team. Many of my friends play on my team. My soccer game is at 9:30 on Sunday morning. Walking the dog. Walking a dog is a good exercise too. I walk my dog at 4 o'clock every day. This keeps my dog healthy too. At the park. I exercise when I play at the park. I have fun playing with my friends. What time do I go to the park? It's fun to get moving. What ways do you exercise?
Cat spies mouse. Rena A. Foti and Dave Atiz. I'm going to gobble you up, mouse. Why would you do that? Because you're a mouse and I'm a cat, and that's that. So what? So that's the way it is. Says who? Says me. Well, that's not fair. Who cares about fair? Cats and mice are enemies. Everyone knows that. Why can't we be friends instead? Because cats eat mice. Well, that's not nice. It's not supposed to be nice. It's just the way it is. But why, Cat? I don't know why. We can't be friends, not now, not ever. Don't say ever. Don't you get it? You're a mouse, and I'm a cat, and that's that. Uh-oh. What now, mouse? I'm going to gobble you up, cat. And guess what? Dog did just like that. That wasn't fair. Who cares about fair? Dogs hate cats. Everyone knows that. Well, that's not nice. It's not supposed to be nice. It's just the way it is. But why, dog? I don't know why. Think about it. I don't want to think about it. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 3 3/4. Wah! Burp. Mouse, can we be friends?
So Many Scoops by Bill Barone. Leo was hungry. Let's get some ice cream, said Leo. I'll get my dad to come too, said Ned. Dad, Ned, and Leo went to the ice cream shop. Dad got 1 scoop of ice cream. Ned got 2 scoops of ice cream. 10 scoops of ice cream, please, said Leo. Leo got his ice cream cone. It was very big. It was bigger than he was. How will I eat it? Said Leo. It was a hot day. The ice cream was melting. 2 scoops fell off the cone. Oh no, said Leo. 3 birds flew by. Each bird took a scoop of ice cream. Did you see that? Asked Dad. I guess birds like ice cream too. A horse came up to Leo. It took 3 scoops of ice cream. Did you see that? Asked Leo. I guess horses like ice cream too. A dog jumped up. It took 2 scoops of ice cream. Did you see that? Asked Ned. I guess dogs like ice cream too. Now I have no ice cream, said Leo. I will get another ice cream cone, said Leo. How many scoops? Asked Ned. 1 scoop is enough for me, said Leo.